Nigel Tinsley. I'm Pensions Director for BAE Systems plc. In the UK, we've got some pretty big pension schemes with assets of about 20 billion. Unfortunately, liabilities a bit more like 25. And BAE Systems as a company has a market cap of around 14 billion. In the past, pensions and pension information has been incredibly slow, and sometimes decision points have come and gone before anyone's worked out whether they should be making a decision or not. When we introduced Skyval, I thought it was important that all the parties to the pension plans were making use of it. That would enable us, for all of us, to talk about the same information at the same time. So how we introduced Skyval was for both the corporate team and the individual scheme actuaries to use Skyval for the provision of information. The scheme actuaries are not using their own systems. They're signing off valuations and other statutory information using Skyval. We ran 9 actuarial valuations at the same time, and we ran the whole process from collecting the data, calculating the numbers, and getting sign-off from the scheme actuaries, negotiations, and where necessary, sign-off from the regulator. We did the whole thing within calendar 2014. I do not believe we would have been able to do that had we not had Skyval. So that was an enormous benefit to us. With the extra accuracy and granularity of Skyval, actually we shed quite a lot of liability, hundreds of millions in fact, and it was simply because of the way the system works and the extra accuracy. So we had huge benefits from that. I think that to have the ability to look at the funding of your plan, ask yourself, and indeed your advisors, the what-if questions, and get pretty instantaneous answers to some of those questions, I think it's very valuable for any group of trustees. My advice to someone who is considering Skyval would be to try it for yourself, look at the system, how it works and what it would bring to you. In our case, it's enabled us to consolidate our actuarial advisors, and for the trustee and the company to use the same information and to then have any discussions all based from the same information, the same quality of information and the same speed of delivery of that information. Skyval, in summary to me, is a very, very powerful tool that enables all parties to a pension plan to have much better, much faster information, and enables sponsors and trustees to sit down, look from a common perspective at the issues facing the pension scheme, and then move ahead with the management rather than perhaps waiting months and going back and forth with the iterations that have happened in the past. It's been a great benefit for us and our pension schemes.